Hi, Donald. My name is Sean Everett. I am the website analysis expert over at Zucker Marketing. Thank you so much for talking with Eric. He promised you a website analysis. Here is that analysis. So, first thing off, you have a great website. It's interactive. These turn into links. Very cool. I'm not interested in the aesthetics of it. I am interested in the guts of it, and that's what my assessment is going to be about. Now, I found some things that I think you might find interesting and I hope will be helpful to you. And the first thing I'm going to show you is this. I did a web search of Denver, Colorado roofers, as you can see. And let me describe a little bit about how Google searches work. There is a Google algorithm that determines the location and the order of everything. And that algorithm is something that we in the industry know. Now, the first thing that you're going to come up with here is something called the map pack. It's obviously roofers that attach to a map, so that's pretty clear. But the way that they got there, they went to Google and they filled out a Google business profile. You can see this guy even has one of the Google testimonials on it. So if you haven't done it already, go to Google, make a Google business profile. It's like a Facebook profile. It'll ask you for proof that you own your website, which is real easy to do. There's a lot of blanks to fill in, and do me a favor, fill them all in. Everything that it asks for, answer it. If you're not quite sure if that's the answer that should go in there, put it in anyway. Because the Google algorithm believes that the more thorough you are, the more you want to be on its search list, more or less, or the better company you are. So that's something you can do for yourself. Easy to do. Go to Google, find the business profiles, fill one out. Now, underneath the map pack are what we call the organic search results. And that is, here we go, Bravo Roof Tiles, the 30 best roofing companies. That's from the Bravo Roof Tile Company. Forbes, Sedgwick, and GAF. And finally, the first actual roofer. But these guys are a national company. They have locations across the U.S. So I'm going to go down a little bit more and compare you with Denver roofers. Now, I'm going to refer to Denver roofers as your Google competitor because I don't see you in any of the lists further down either. And you should be, because your website is a tool for your business that is supposed to make you money. And if that tool is not making you money, then it needs to get tweaked. There's no other reason to have a website. It's not a prestige thing anymore. It's not a novelty. It should be something that brings you income. So, as we know, some guy with a Cheeto and a mouse in one hand is not going to scroll much past this, related searches. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, options of 5 to search above that. He's going to do that. Why do I need to search lower? Because I think that this is this guy's thoughts. I think that anything below that probably means they're not very good. Well, he doesn't know that it's an algorithm deciding this. It has nothing to do with whether the company is good or not, whether or not it's gotten awards, whether or not it has customer satisfaction. None of that matters to the Google algorithm. So I'm going to refer to them as your, as I said, your Google competitor. Here is their website, Denver Roofers, pretty clear. Nice website also. I'm going to go to your website and I'm going to do a cut and paste. Now let's select all, cut and paste. This is into a word counter. You have 1,311 words in your website. Here is the one for Denver Roofers. I'm going to do the same thing. Select all, cut and paste. They have 1118. So you're very close. You beat them. In this category, you beat them. Google wants 1,500 words minimum in order for it to consider you a legitimate business in your category. You're a little under that. It's easy for you to come up to that. But all words are not equal. It's not like you want to put the word, button in there, another 1,500 times to make up the words. It has to be words from the categories of your business. Now, I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a second. That's what we call keywords and key phrases. Now, I have a tool that I use. It's called Ahrefs, and this shows me a bunch of metrics from your site. Here's your site, Right of Way Roofing Denver. Now, this is the strength of your website in general. They consider it to be a 0.4 out of 100. As you can see, the strength of your target's backlink, you are the target backlink profile compared to other websites in our database. So here are the backlinks, and I'll tell you what those are in a second. But let's get back to the words. Now, the keywords that I was talking about, here is your competitors' keywords, 168. You beat them there too. And the one area where you don't beat them is the backlinks. You have 181 and they have 1,200. That is what's making all the difference to this number. I'll get back to that number in a moment. Here are the organic keywords. You're already doing really great with that. All of these keywords, as you can see, roofers, Denver, Denver roofing company, Denver roofer, Denver roofers, singular, plural, different versions of roofer, roofing, roofing company, roofing repair, etc., etc. All of those you have done really well on. Congratulations, because that's absolutely part of the traffic. Now, the next thing that you didn't do as well on is the backlinks. Now, these are backlinks. These are sites which refer to your website. So like if you're on Angie's List or something like that, that is a website that refers back to your list. A lot of these lists are just ones you can go and sign up for, like Yellow Pages or Super Pages. These are all just trusted websites. Now, yours was 0.4, the DR of your website. This one is 91. Home Advisor is a well-trusted, the strength of that is 91. It's a well-trusted site. And that's because the metrics of it show that a lot of people go there for advice. Home Advisor, they want advice. So they go there, and it shows that a lot of people go now. Now, the Google algorithm believes that the more people that are talking about you, essentially, the more websites that you're on that refer back to your website, means that's the better company you are. Now, obviously, that's not true. You can have a terrible company, and as long as you get all the algorithms right, you can be at the top of the Google search list. You'll get the most clicks. Let's not let that guy win. Why don't you do it? Let me show you how. Get on these. That's how. Because right now, that's the only thing that is stopping you from having success. Here is your traffic. This is the amount of time somebody clicked on your site from a Google web search to get to your site. This is your competitors' number. 27 versus 2,400. Don't you think more people are going to actually find or want an estimate out of 2,400 than out of 27? Absolutely. Your backlinks, 181. Theirs, 1.2K. This is where it matters. This is where your website becomes a working tool for you. Now, the things that I've just told you about, handy tips, you can do them yourselves. You can find out what other organic search words are. It's just a bunch of variations on a theme. You can figure that one out pretty easily. You can even do it from here. They have predictive, so like see, even I click behind it, it tells me a bunch of predictive options. Denver Roofing and Construction, roofing companies near me, roofing companies Colorado Springs, Littleton, Aurora. Do you have those places listed on your website as places that you cover? That would be one way to get your word count up and also to get your keywords up. That's one way to do it. Now, I would assume that you would rather spend your time roofing than messing around with what the organic keywords are or what the referring websites are. So that is where I think that Eric can probably help you out. If any of this interests you, please get a hold of Eric and he will help you through the next steps. Thank you so much for watching. Hope I was helpful to you and have a great day.